dark truth about Hot Topic. The chain was once a one-stop shop for clients with an underground aesthetic, but it is now just a stagnant mainstream money grab. No mainstream brand dared to associate itself with the controversial world of early alternative culture and all its equally troubling fringe communities prior to the establishment of Hot Topic in 1989. Following the Satanic Panic in 1980s, American society's tolerance for movements that pose a threat to the nation's always precarious Reagan-era values reached an all-time low, and anyone or anything found operating outside of that norm was automatically given a reputation for being rebellious. But how did a franchise that appeared to have no other commercial competitors in the same market segment manage to swerve so far from the path of honor? Midway through the new metal movement in 1996, Hot Topic quickly gained popularity as an alternative brand and kept climbing the alternative style ladder until the franchise's popularity peaked at the beginning of the post-2000 scene of kid culture. The Satanic Panic of the 1980s, MTV, and the birth of Hot Topic. 8 years before Hot Topic was created, the first of its kind music-focused TV channel debuted, and like the clothing chain, it operated without any rivals. The founder of Hot Topic found a lucrative niche in this market because MTV, or music television, broadcasts music videos 24 hours a day. When the channel expanded in 1985 with new blocks designated for particular music genres, it created the need for a perpetual market, previously only accessible through concert merch tables or fan-made merchandise comprised of t-shirts, patches, stickers, and pins. In a 1997 interview with Chain Store H, Hot Topic's founder, Orv Madden, explained why the company was founded. A music-related t-shirt and apparel market was underserved by traditional mall-based retailers, so he decided to enter it. Hot Topic continued to be a haven for those without the luxury of living close to alternative hotspots, despite its alleged pandering to what the alternative community refers to as normies, which occasionally earns the company derision. Teenagers in the late 1980s and early 1990s took advantage of the chance to rebel against their parents who were still suffering from the Satanic Panic. And what better way to scare parents than by dressing all in black and cranking up the metal music favored by the unpopular? When bands like My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boys, and Panic at the Disco emerged in the 1990s and early 2000s, the alternative culture shifted from a metal and gothic aesthetic to the burgeoning pop punk and emo culture. The disco became well known. The fact that these three brands weren't entirely successful on their own, but instead gained exposure as a result of having their merchandise sold at the store, made this new era of Hot Topic special. By this time, Hot Topic had established itself as a place where fans could find new artists in addition to purchasing merchandise from their favorite brands. Hot Topic made it possible for customers to stay up to date with alternative culture through employees' recommendation. Hot Topic almost pays for its employee to attend concerts in exchange for a fashion report and overhead TVs blasting the newest punk songs. Hot Topic's early success can be attributed to two things. In addition to the absence of significant retail competitions, the company's openness to customer feedback and its capacity to adapt to shifts in alternative fashion. This can be seen, for instance, in the clipboard that hangs next to each Hot Topic's store collections of band t-shirts, allowing customers to list the artists whose merchandise they would like to see available there. But while Hot Topic concentrated on geek culture, a number of online retailers, including Blackcraft Cult, Killstar, and the infamous Doll Skills, continued the franchise's focus on gothic and emo fashion. The declining spiral. But nothing good lasts forever, and it became more and more clear as the years went by that Hot Topic had lost the original vision that had made it so successful in the first place. The new genre of geek culture found a place in alternative circles as internet cultures hold on the mainstream loosen, and like any sane franchise, Hot Topic followed suit. But this time, GameStop would bring the franchise its first real retail rival. After some rebranding, the video game retailer that sold everything from gaming consoles to collectibles to gaming accessories to, well, video games, changed its names from FuncoLand to GameStop. In addition to GameStop, there was its sister company, ThinkGeek, which concentrated more on video game merchandise and is essentially the Hot Topic of the gaming world. Although Hot Topic did make a bid of $122 million to purchase the website ThinkGeek in June 2015, GameStop outbid Hot Topic by an additional $18 million. And in September of that same year, it opened its first physical store, The franchise found its footing as geek culture gained popularity by opening its own novelty geek store, Box Lunch, but Hot Topic still crumbled under pressure. This was the first time Hot Topic faced true competition. Customers have petitions for Hot Topic to return to its roots over the past few years, but for the time being, the franchise, which is under new management, will continue to operate as a pop culture store. What do you think of Hot Topic's return? Will the brand be able to move on from being stagnant? Will its craze be back in the market? Tell us about it in the comment section. Do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your